Juice? I think I had one dusty bottle of Merlot someone had given me. I could offer him that. Wine? Red or white? I jumped at his sudden proximity and shut the door too hard. He'd come into the kitchen without me realizing, since my head had been buried inside the refrigerator. Red, I think. I pushed my glasses up again and moved past him to get the bottle from my cupboard. I just realized I didn't own a wine bottle opener corkscrew thing when I saw it was a screw-top cap. Thank God. Disaster averted. I poured him a glass, then thought I should pour myself one, too. I handed his to him. Here you go. He said, cheers, and held up his glass to toast just as I took a big gulp. I choked. Easy there, Jackson said, slapping my back, which just made things worse. Coughing and spluttering, I grabbed a dish towel and coughed into it. My eyes were watering, but even so, I could detect the pity in his eyes. Could this get any worse? And I still didn't know why he was here. The doorbell rang just as I was getting myself under control, and Jackson went to get it before I could stop him. Who are you? Was the first thing out of Reggie's mouth. I'm Jackson. He took in Reggie's uniform and the flat box he held. How much do we owe you? He reached for his wallet. We? Where's China? I ain't never seen you before, mister. You deliver pizza here often? Every Monday night, like clockwork. Here, Reggie, I said, squeezing between Jackson and the open doorway and holding out money. Thanks. Reggie gave me a look I couldn't figure out. People were so hard. And handed me the box before turning around and leaving. Okay, one problem solved. The other problem was standing so close our bodies were touching. Want some pizza? I asked, taking the warm, aromatic box into the living room. I set it on my coffee table. It was almost time for Supernatural. I liked to watch it live so I could tweet about it. How long was Jackson going to stay? Did you want a slice? I asked. I don't want to eat your dinner, he said, which wasn't really a yes or a no. I was afraid it was one of those phrases that had some kind of societal propriety behind it, which meant I had no clue whether he really wanted a piece or not. I was too tired for this. I'd already worked all day, and there was a reason my primary partner was a computer. If he wanted a piece, I hoped he'd just say so. Okay, I said with a shrug. Grabbing a slice and my wine, I sat cross-legged on my couch and took a bite, my gaze on Jackson, who was likewise watching me. He looked good, really good, and my gaze was drawn to the patch of skin revealed by the undone buttons. The pizza was suddenly hard to swallow, and I had to wash it down with a chug of my wine. Jackson took a drink as well and sat down next to me on the couch. 7 minutes until Supernatural. As I was saying, I apologize for arriving unannounced like this, he said. There were a couple of things I needed to discuss with you before we move forward on this project. And it couldn't have waited until tomorrow? I took another nervous bite of pizza. Jackson Cooper was in my apartment. Jackson Cooper was sitting on my couch. Jackson Cooper was drinking my wine. Jackson Cooper was close enough for me to smell his cologne. I shut those thoughts down right there and shoved in more pizza. It's not something I wanted to talk about there. His gaze dropped. Oh my God, was he checking me out? No. No way. But what if he was? Should I do something? Let him know I was interested? Was I interested? I was a 23-year-old virgin whose only kiss had been a very awkward and wet experiment with my lab partner at MIT who hadn't known how to kiss at all. I bet Jackson Cooper knew how to kiss. Really knew. He turned away and set his glass on the table. I momentarily panicked. Would he ask before he kissed me? Or would he just do it? Should I do something alluring, like toss my hair? Girls did that, right? Without thinking it through, I did this weird little thing with my head that was supposed to make my ponytail drape over my shoulder. Instead, a sharp pain went right through my neck. Ow, 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 ow! I dropped my pizza on the table with a splat, my hand going for the crick in my neck. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. I managed to get through my gritted teeth. This is what I got for trying to act like a girl. Just got a crick in my neck. Here, let me. I had no time to reply before he moved my hand out of the way and was massaging my neck. His hands